Well, hi all, I've made a bowl here and I'm going to do a bit of carving now, a bit of piercing. I'm going to cut out some shapes around the rim, just using my little blade there. It's a hacksaw blade, ground down to a really fine point, so it's really pointed at the end and dead sharp. It's quite difficult. I've got to sort of hang my arm in mid-air, so we'll get on and see how we get on. I'm just going to make some triangles, cut some triangles out. I'll just put my glasses on first, actually, so I can see. That's better. So I'm just going to cut some triangles out all the way around and then fill in the gaps with some smaller triangles. It's a bit of a tedious job. You need quite a steady hand. Got to make sure the clay is sort of the right consistency, about leather hard, about as hard as a hard cheese I would suppose you'd call it. So I'll get it on. I'll speed it up, the video, and then I'll show you the second part, and then I'll show you what it's like when it's all been finished. Coming around to the end now, try to match them up, so I've got to get two in that gap. So if I just sort of put some marks in just for a bit of a guide. Try and get them to be all roughly the same spacings. So that's the first row of them. So now what I'm going to do, which is a bit trickier, is fill in the gaps in between. So then it's going to start getting a little bit more delicate because there's going to be less clay to work with. So we'll start off with that. So I'm not going to go right to the top. I'm just going to do slightly smaller triangles. And again, work my way all around. It's a really fiddly job, I must admit. It's not that difficult, but it's just a bit tedious. So I'll keep going around. I'll speed it up again, so you don't have to watch it for 20 minutes, and show you what it's like when it's done. So coming up to the last two now, well, last three, sorry. This is where you really don't want to be messing it up after you've spent half an hour cutting them out. This one isn't too bad because it's not too delicate. I've done more delicate ones in the past where they've got a lot thinner clay, but this is quite robust in the circumstances. So the final one, I don't know why I've stopped making these because they do take such a long time to do and it's really fiddly. But the eventual effect is quite nice. So that's what it looks like when it's done. A sort of a pierced triangular cut out bowl. I'll try and get it. I'll put the camera above it, give you a quick look from above. So that's what it looks like from above. Right, that's about it folks, give it a try. You don't have to be too elaborate, just cut anything out.